Hunters, we've got another two classes to showcase for you guys today, and that being the Stormweaver and the Fancy Wrench. So let's dive on into it. So first up, we have the Stormweaver. You can see it belongs to the combo class. It is a 2-star in complexity. And this was previously known as the Spinsicle. And then its abilities are its normal attack, swing to deal area damage in front of you at close range. Whirlwind, after landing 5 hits, your next attack creates a piece in whirlwind, damage and stunning monsters. And the first ability is Surge. Quickly dash forward, slicing enemies with your blade, damaging enemies, charge up your skills. The bigger the enemy, the more your skills charge up. And then the second ability is Tornado. Charge up this skill by dealing damage with your sharp gust attack and surge dash. When charged, activate to enter tornado mode, pulling enemies towards you and constantly dealing area damage. Third ability is Thunderstorm. Charge up this skill by dealing damage with your sharp gust attack and surge dash. When charged, activate to shoot lightning at random enemies, stunning them. And then the final ability is Healing Winds. Charge up this skill by dealing damage with your sharp gust attack and surge dash. When charged, activate to create a healing wind that constantly heals you and nearby allies. So that is the Stormweaver. So let's take it on a world and see it in action. So we're here on a world called Prison Break, and you'll see NPCs locked up in sort of like a cell basically, and you've kind of got to break them out. We can see some on the mini map here. Let's have a look over here. Oh, that's activate scanner. We've got to do that. We have got some enemies in the center, which I'm going to make my way over to. And this is the little dash it does have now. You can see there. Pretty cool. We've got a ladybug. Let's attack that. Get out of the way. Use that second ability, which is basically... Look at the damage that does. That's insane. It's basically the multi-zap now, the second ability. So you can see them charging up. Again, they're kind of like ultimate abilities. So obviously the more they're charged up, the more you can use them. They have got a minimum threshold. You can see there they've got to pass that threshold just on the ability icon itself before you can activate them. So you can't just spam them. You've got to think, put your thinking cap on a little bit. And this is why it is 2-star in complexity. So I'll use my first ability. That's the Whirlwind one. It brings enemies towards you. And don't forget our last one is a healing one. So we can heal ourselves if needs be. I have took a little bit of damage, but I'll just fight these enemies first before I heal myself. And then we'll break out this merchant. Oh my goodness. He's locked away, poor little thing. So that is the premise of this world, Prison Break. You can see the green dots on the minimap. And these are just NPCs that have been captured and locked up, poor little things. And it's our job to break them free. It is quite a fun world. I quite like this one. It is one of my favourites. There's Luna in the mix as well. Hello, Luna. And like I did say in the videos, guys, like I'll say it in all of them, super early work in progress. I'll heal myself there. And that is the healing ability in action. I can see this overcharge knight on the minimap. This is what I was coming to fight. Look at the damage on that for the second ability. I'll just use it again because it was fully charged. Oh my goodness. Does a lot of damage. It does a lot of damage. Kind of cool, to be honest. Because my first initial playtest of this class, I wasn't that keen, but the more I've played it, the more I actually like it. It's quite versatile. There's the 5 hits charging up on the bar, you can see. On the blue bar at the bottom. 5 hits, boom, and it launches the Whirlwind. I'll just use that ability there to rinse these knights, get through them. Make my way to this next NPC. Come on, we need to get them out. I'll just use that ability so it speeds you up. Oh, I've actually glitched through. Like I did say, early work in progress, guys. So you will see weird things like that from time to time. Won't make it to the final build. And we've got a helpless civilian locked up. Just take out these enemies. Let my abilities charge up. We'll use the lightning strike just to get through that knight. And then we've rescued that helpless civilian. Mission accomplished. Some more enemies here. I need to heal myself, so we'll go with the healing ability. More or less back up the full health there. Oh! We've got a Duke. I need to be careful of my health. Boom. Use my healing one. And then let my abilities charge up. Kind of dash and move. So you can dash into the enemies with that ability, and it does damage. So that's them charged up. And we've got some more civilians on the right there. I'll make my way to them because the poor things are locked up in the cells. Held prisoner. Cruel monsters. Kind of don't want to fight that Duke at the minute because I'm low HP. There isn't many bots around to help. Oh no. Oh, we avoided that. Use the whirlwind ability. Look at that. Look at all the enemies. Kind of does nice damage as well. And the backup charge, so I'll use some health. I'll just dash through them to do a bit more DPS. Dash back out. Use my whirlwind again. Get rid of them, and then we'll try and unlock this overhyped Moco sniffer. So you can say now as well, some of the friendlies actually get overcharged, which is called overhyped. And that's a new addition to the game, rather than just the monsters. Oh my goodness, we've got a ladybug. I need to heal myself. Use my dash to get out of the way. We have got some bots to help, which is nice to see, because I was just solo on everything there. I use my zap, see if we can finish it off, and we can. Nice. Get in there and help that Moco sniffer, my best friend. And there is an overhyped Moco sniffer. We might get ability off this. Boom. There you go, Moco sniffer. Job's a good one. Yeah, so this is a Stormwaver. Pretty fun class. I quite like it. It has grew on me. Wasn't a massive fan early days playtesting this, but it has grew on me, you know. And don't forget, guys, I'm more or less on this world by myself. There'll be more players and things to help when the game actually goes live, because there's no power progression anymore, is there? So, you know, you're going to see a lot more players on the worlds that are available to play. Let's just run to this red dot. So it is an overcharged knight. Let's see if we can fight him. I need my health ability charged up to heal myself. Dash into that. There we go. Get some health. Dash out the way. I'll just fight these monsters and then we can move on to the fancy wrench, which is a class I really like. Heal myself again. Dash up there. So I'm trying to stand on that player there because you can see the revive bar. Look at the top. And the more players that actually stand on a dead player, the faster the revive, which is a cool ability that they've put in the game, a cool mechanic. Oh, we've got 2 overcharged. Can I do this without dying? Nope. I don't think so. I'm gonna die. Oh, there goes my heal. That was just in time. But yeah, that's a Stormwaver, guys. I think we've seen enough there. Seen enough of this new world. Let's move on to the fancy wrench and a rift. So here is the fancy wrench, and it does belong to the summoner class. It is a 2-star complexity, and you'll notice it looks like the buzzkill. It won't look like this in the final version. This is just a placeholder, just so the weapon looks like something. So bear that in mind. It will not look like the buzzkill. Like I said, weird happenings in this early iteration of this like dev build, so it will not look like the buzzkill, but nonetheless its abilities are Trick of the Trade. Fire a blast of energy towards a single enemy. Little Helper. After landing 7 hits, your next attack summons a Little Helper turret that rapidly shoots a single enemy. Then the first ability is Rush Job. Temporarily boost your attack speed. This also affects the nearby Little Helpers, so you'll attack faster, your Little Helpers will attack faster. And then Scheduled Maintenance. Heal yourself and nearby Little Helpers. Little Helpers are also shielded from damage and prevented from deteriorating for a while. Quite a nice ability, that. And then we've got Big Helper, and that's shoot a ball of energy from each Little Helper, damaging enemies when hit. Each ball bounces between enemies, stunning them. And then the dash is just a normal dash with a 4-second cooldown. So that is the fancy wrench class. Let's dive into a rift and you guys can see it in action. So we're inside a rift called the Princess, and we are rocking the fancy wrench class. And this is good for single target because you'll see why. It is a ranged weapon. It has got the buzzkill skin on, so don't take notice of that. But like the whole premise of this class is spawn and turrets. Look at my turrets being spawned. I'm keeping my distance, and this is why it's good for single target. I'll just use my third ability there, and then I'll speed my fire up. So all my turrets are in the radius of this Princess Ladybug, and I'm doing nice damage. Look at all the turrets melting here. I'll just pop my first ability so we get increased attack rate. Use my life jacket on them turrets because the princess has targeted them. Well, and I'm just using my abilities while my turrets are alive just to maximize DPS. And like I said, it is good for single targets, so it's maybe a class you're going to want to unlock for these single target boss rifts and things like this one. I'll just put a life jacket on them. That was my second ability. Can see a life jacket on them there. Oh! Just move out of the way of that. And it, like I did say, it is a ranged weapon. But it is kind of cool. I really have a lot of fun playing this weapon. And like I said, you can get some good numbers up. It is good for DPS. Oh, explosions. I'll just put my first ability there just to increase my attack tempo. I'm getting value off my turrets. Stay out of the radius of this AoE attack because it will melt me indeed. Boom, back in it. Heal myself a little bit there because I was taking a little bit of damage. There goes my third ability for the turrets to get the extra damage. Oof, we've got to miss. Watch out for them. I can't revive my teammate. Look, if you stand on your teammate, you can revive them quicker. So the more players that stand on your teammate, the quicker they get revived. I need to heal myself a little bit because of these floating orbs. Oh, and the last one alive. Come on, bots. I'm just going to move out the way while they spawn back in. Oh, I can't reach you. Oh, I can. I can just reach you there. I can just reach you. Use my third ability. Shield my turrets in case you got, in case she does an AoE attack. Speed the attack tempo up. Is she dying? There we go. We got it done. Let's go. And that is the Fancy Wrench, my friends. So there we have the Stormweaver and the Fancy Wrench class in action as always. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below on which of these two classes you like the most. And subscribe, turn on notice because tomorrow we'll have another two classes, full gameplay in another world and another rift for you guys to feast your eyes upon. And we'll catch you in the next video.